If you think Alligator Alcatraz is just some crazy one-off Florida thing, then clearly you're not paying attention.
1,000-bed facility can continue to be expanded. We're looking at other locations as well. We've had several other states that are actually using Alligator Alcatraz as a model for how they can partner with us as well.
What are some of those? Are there other states?
I'm having ongoing conversations with 5 other governors about facilities that they may have. I haven't asked those governors if I can share their names, but announcements will be coming soon. As you all know, we need to double our capacity in detention beds because we need to facilitate getting people out of this country as fast as possible and to sustain our operations. But those governors have been fantastic. I will tell you, they are all Republicans. So I would challenge some Democrats to start taking care of your states, partner with us.
This is the prototype for something massive. And if people let it slide, the next step is a nationwide network of concentration camps, not just for brown people, but for anyone deemed a threat. Here, Auschwitz is the new ICE detention camp, smack dab in the middle of the Everglades in South Florida. They literally slapped together some tents, trailers, and razor wire on a military airstrip in just 8 days. And who's inside? Migrants, mostly men, many who don't have any type of criminal records. Some simply overstayed their visas. Others crossed the border seeking asylum, which, by the way, is legal. I guess we have to say that. And some are American-born citizens that were roped up anyway. But here's the kicker. Less than a month since opening, conditions inside are already being called inhumane. 24/7 bright lights making it impossible to sleep, maggots in the food, no showers, no phones, constant noise, and giant mosquitoes flying around everywhere and being forced to drink toilet water just to stay hydrated. Detainees say it's worse than in prison, and from what I'm hearing, it certainly sounds like it. Because even in prison, you get regular showers and a mattress. So this clearly isn't about securing our country and getting dangerous aliens out. This is proof of state-sanctioned cruelty. I think the government just wants to see how far they can go before the public freaks out. And if we stay silent, then boom, it works. They'll greenlight the next camp and the next one and the next one. Rumors say that other red states are already lining up to get camps like this built in their states too. And now that Congress has passed the big bullshit bill, they have the funds to do it. Trump has already said that he plans to deport millions of undocumented immigrants in his first year. This is the infrastructure. These are the first bricks of a detention pipeline that will keep abducting people, then torture them before deporting them. And that's if they ever make it to deportation. So let's back up for a minute and talk about psychology. Why would they build it in a swamp? Why put people in tents in blistering heat with no shade, no sleep, and no dignity? Because they want these people to break. They want them to feel like animals. And most importantly, they want us to think that they deserve this. Trump literally joked about the detainees should be forced to run away from alligators for sport. They're making merchandise, bumper stickers, t-shirts. They're turning a human rights crisis into a fucking brand. This is beyond political theater. And it's working because the people cheering it on, they don't see the migrants as human anymore. And when you no longer see people as human, anything goes. That's how slavery started. So here's what I need you to understand. Alligator Alcatraz is not the end. It's a beginning. And if this flies, it sets the precedent for something bigger. It sets the precedent for mass building of concentration camps in America. Private contractors cashing in while people rot in tents. No due process and lightning fast deportations under a national security banner. They're going to expand raids, not just at the border, but in schools, in hospitals, in neighborhoods. And a legal framework where literally your race, your accent, or birthplace makes you a target. Even if you were born here, they want this normalized. They want this forgotten. They want you to believe that these people aren't like you. But let's be real. This could be anyone. This could be your neighbor, your kid's classmate, your own family, or even you if you look like a brown person. And now, as a light-skinned black woman, I now have to carry around my passport and a copy of my birth certificate everywhere I go. And that's insane. So we can't stop this alone, but silence makes us complicit too. So here's where we can start. Call it what it is. Abuse, torture, dehumanization. Keep sharing detainee stories and amplify their voices. not just the headlines. If you can, donate to legal defense funds and grassroots migrant organizations. Vote like your future depends on it, because it absolutely does. And last but not least, keep dragging every single politician who supports this type of BS like it's your full-time job. Alligator Alcatraz is just the beginning. And if we don't speak out now, the next version won't be hidden in a swamp. It'll be in your backyard. So don't say you didn't see it coming. We're living through the early days of the next Holocaust. Literally. And I will not shut up while they build a detention empire in broad daylight. So if you're with me, hit that like, subscribe, and drop a comment below. Let them know that we're watching and we're not messing around. Until next time.